Well, I want to give you lot the opportunity to ask as many questions as possible. So I think we should probably start with, you know, if you want to put your hand up if you've got something to ask.
What's the best film you've worked on?
That's a hard question to answer because every film is different and gives you something else. I guess from an acting point of view, character point of view, Enigma is one of my favourites just because it's such a complex subject, complex character, you know, and about a subject that I knew very little about, so I had to do a lot of preparation and, you know, research. Ripley's Game I loved as well. MI2 was great fun because it was, you know, such a huge sort of production. But they're all different. I get something different from every one of them.
Who inspired you to be an actor?
My father, I guess, inspired me to be an actor, but not, I mean, interestingly, he was an actor for about 6 years in the 50s with a theatre company in Glasgow called the Glasgow Unity Theatre. But my dad ended up being a salesman, and I used to follow my father around when I was a kid. He almost, in effect, took on a character when he was going out to shops and factories and selling fridges and freezers, which is what he sold. So I was always fascinated by the routine of him and how he used to dress in the morning and prepare for the day. And then when he would get to these shops and factories, he used to sort of put on this character. So that was, I guess, was my introduction into acting from a young age. But, you know, there was people like Brando and Alec Guinness and you know, Dustin Hoffman and Al Pacino when I was, you know, when I was watching movies. I loved all those actors, but I guess I would say that my father really inspired me.
Did you ever get to act with one of your favourite role models?
I loved Malkovich when I was growing up, when I was a kid, so I guess that was one of my inspirations that I got to act with, so that was very exciting. As an actor, you know, he's very exciting to engage with on set, and you never really know what's going to happen with the scene, and you know, I kind of like to work like that. I like to, I mean, obviously there's a lot of preparation that goes in to, for an actor when you're, you know, preparing for a film, and a lot of work that you do, but when you're on set, you like to feel that anything can happen and you haven't really made all your choices.
Have you enjoyed your time being an actor?
I think I enjoy acting even more now than I did when I first started out because I know more about it, and I guess you get better and better as an actor the more that you do, but you know, I love being an actor.
If you hadn't made it as an actor, what do you think you would have done?
I came from a school that was, well, it was pretty rough. And you know, drama wasn't really around, encouraged. It was, I think when I was in my 5th year, they started this drama club, and so I got involved in that, and I you know, did a play, and then I did a couple of musicals as well. And I kind of knew I wanted to be an actor, but it was very difficult from where I came from because there wasn't, in fact, I don't think there was any actors that had come out of my area. You know, the reaction I got from my careers teacher was kind of, you know, you can't do that. You have to go and, you know, join the army or be a plumber or an electrician and go and work in the dockyard. So I was kind of up against it right at the start. So I guess, you know, I've been used to, you know, when someone says, no, you can't do that, then I'm very determined that I will do what I want to do. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if someone says you can't do something, don't listen to them.
What are you planning to do in the future?
I'm doing a movie in London. It's a thriller set on a train, actually. It's a really brilliant script as well. So it's kind of one of the scripts that you read and you go, wow, that's pretty special. And then after that, I'm doing a movie in Louisiana called Dirt Road to Lafayette. It's a story about a father who's lost his daughter and his wife to cancer, and he has his son, 15-year-old son, who he goes on this kind of road trip to see his uncle in America, and it's really about them both, how they both deal with, you know, that loss differently. And the son is very much into music, and he finds himself and blossoms in the music scene in Louisiana, and the father kind of is less adept at coping with, I guess, the grief than his son is, which is quite the interesting part about the story.
Do you have a particular director you'd like to work with in the future?
I did a TV drama last year called Father and Son, which was about gangs in Manchester, and there was with a director called Brian Kirk, who we kind of got on so well together, and we've got a couple of projects for the future, so I want to work with him again because he's such a special, kind of exciting director. I guess my favourite directors, you know, Scorsese, when I was growing up, was a huge influence on me becoming an actor, so I'd love to work with Scorsese.
If you could be any character from any film or TV show, who would you be?
Who would I like to be out of all the movies that I've ever seen? Oh, I'd quite like to be Lawrence of Arabia in David Lean's movie. You know, that was an amazing character.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Duke. It's been amazing to meet you. And